What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are here at Lake Julian, and I'm just gonna go and play a couple holes with some discs that are kind of on the newer scale, things that weren't in the bag, and kind of show off what I like about these discs and why they actually kicked some other discs out of my bag, and do in the bag things, but it's not really an in the bag. I only have 5 discs in my hand. This is fine. I'm gonna start out from the short pad of hole 12, and I think we're gonna go with the overstable control driver. So in the overstable control drivers category, I used to have a Captain's Raptor and it flew amazing, but I didn't really have an overstable distance driver in the bag. So I was kind of using, if I needed something to go further than a mid-range, but still have a lot of bite, I would be using a Captain's Raptor, and it wasn't giving me as much distance as I was kind of hoping that it would. So we're going with the Clash Disc Spice in the Steady Ring. This is 10404. So it's basically a Captain's Raptor. It flies very similar to a Captain's Raptor, but because it's a 10-speed, the rim's a little bit sharper, so it goes just a little bit further. You probably couldn't see that finish, but it flew amazing, and I might be parked. But that was going far enough. I guess second disc, Skygod 4. It's a double rainbow stamp. One is just a rainbow, one is a shattered rainbow. There's a lot going on that disc on the top for the stamp, but I'm putting it in my bag to start to season it in to be what my Dryad flew like. I say flew past tense because the last Friday dubs I went to, it disappeared. It was in my bag, and then it wasn't in my bag, so I have no idea where that disc is. If anyone knows where my Dryad is, it used to be a Skygod 4, and then I wiped the stamp, and then I drew all over it in Sharpie. So if you know where that one is, or if you found it and picked up, please return it. I really need it. But in the time being, this is the placeholder. I'm gonna start beating it in, so you'll probably see a lot of it, even if it's in just my offhand, because I'm probably throwing it every single time I go out and throw, just to help get it seasoned in a little bit. Yeah. It flies really straight with an overstable finish. The Dryad flew really straight, minus the finish. So I'm trying to beat the finish out. It's more like Swedish. Anyways, the next disc I'm going to talk about is the Pyro. I know, Pyro was already in my bag, and that was in the bag video. However, the Proton Pyro was not. This disc is amazing. It has so much flexibility and give to it. It's super grippy, but it's still more overstable than my Neutron Pyros, which is amazing that it feels so good and flies also so good. So I'm gonna throw this on a forehand, and then I need to hit some trees some more, so I'm gonna throw this one too, so you get a double feature. See, it's still overstable. It didn't flip up at all. Let's see if we can get this to turn over. There's a lot going on. That's what a brand new Skyguide 4 flies like. Catch me in a couple months and we'll see if I beat it in anymore. It's still a mid-range. A disc that is really just a placeholder in my bag when I'm going to courses where I might not get certain types of discs back. And that is the Clash Millet. Steady ring of plastic. It's 7.6 -3.1, so it flies very similar to my super old beat up Eagle. I trust the Eagle more. However, this flies similar enough that if I go to a place like New London, where if I were to lose that disc, I wouldn't be able to replace that disc. I'm bringing this, and I'm not gonna be upset if I lose this, because I can go get another one of these, because this is still basically brand new. It flies amazing. It flies so far, and this might actually be the furthest flying disc in my bag. Depending on the throw, I think it is the furthest flying disc in my bag, because it's easier for me to get this up to speed and maintain it at speed than it is for me to get a 12 speed up to speed, because it's a slightly smaller 7 speed. How about that for a flippy 7 speed? That was beautiful. And now I'm gonna throw my Skyguide 4 because I need to beat it in. Question, how far do you think this will fly? I think I'm gonna get just short of that dark green patch. Ooh, just in the dark green patch. Look at me. Distance. Whatever. I'm just getting pars. That's fine. Currently just reached 16 miles for today. Thank you, Amazon. And the last disc is possibly my favorite distance driver that I've ever thrown. It goes so far without even trying very hard. It has that beautiful little flip up, might even drift a little bit before it fades out. It's what you expect from a destroyer, but you can't get a destroyer to fly like that. And that is the Enigma, and not just any Enigma. This one is in Lux Vapor. It's beautiful. That like burnt orange look with the black stamp. If there was a distance driver that was a sports car, that would be the Enigma. As soon as you release it, it comes out fast. Oh, it goes so far. I'm gonna hopefully show you what I mean on 18. Just for the record, this is in Lux Vapor. It's a specialty run. This came out in 2022, but it was off of a used rack, pretty new. I got a Neo one. It's not the same disc, very similar, but still not quite the same. So I'm throwing the Neo one a little bit more just to beat it in. This Vapor Enigma, that should look a little bit better. This Vapor Enigma, so sweet. This is what I hoped all distance drivers would fly like, and most of them don't, but this one does. See those poles that just passed in the air? That pole's $3.95. That, when I did the try to throw a mile challenge, didn't have this disc. Now that I have this disc, I mean, I might have to throw it back and forth, but I think I might be able to do it. Like, that disc is flying consistently 400 plus almost every time I throw it. It's amazing. Oh, I hope you can see how excited I am about some of these discs. Anyways, I'm going to keep trying to beat in the Sky God 4. So we're going to turn the camera off here in just a sec. If you enjoy content like this, please make sure to like the video. If you want to see something else, make sure to comment that down below. And please make sure to subscribe. It helps you out and it definitely helps me. Until next time, see you out on the course.